Hi, St. Andrews. It is the middle of the week. This coming Sunday is July 19th, and session has approved that we would have worship online as well as in person at 10 a.m. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about our safety standards. They were mailed to you last week, but let's take a few minutes and talk to them right here in the sanctuary. But first, I want to mention that several of you in the last few days have mentioned that you don't think you're quite ready and would like to continue to worship online. I want to make sure you know I completely support your decision. I trust that you are making the right decision for you, and we absolutely support you worshiping online. We are so glad we will always be streaming the services. So please do not feel pressured to come in person. This is an option in this season, and we are all doing our best to take care. In fact, please do that. Do the best you can to take care. So let me walk you through a little bit about what has happened here and what's going on. I'm sorry for the jiggling here. This is not something I often do. So as you look at our safety standards, the first thing that's going to happen is actually before you even get out of your car is a great time to put on your mask. And as you come to the door, please come to these front doors in the narthex. We're asking everyone to come through these doors, and there will be an usher that will open it for you, or if the weather is helpful, it will just be propped open. So you'll come in here in these doors, and someone will be here to hand you a name tag. We have these name tags. We're asking you to get yours whenever you come, and then to take it home with you. The other thing we will have is some extra masks, but please bring your own and already be wearing it if you have one. The other thing that may happen is we have extra hymnals from Derry Presbyterian Church that did no longer need them. So if you would like a hymnal to have, we are going to give you one, and you should take that home. So hopefully you'll bring your Bible. If you'd like a hymnal, you can have one of those as well as a name tag. And it's a great time to find some extra bag around your house for your church stuff. Because the best way we're going to share right now is everybody have their own. Now I'm holding this paper of the safety standards in my hand, but we are not going to be handing you things in the narthex that are paper. All the words will be on the screen. The bulletin will still be online, so you could use that as well on your phone or your tablet. Or if you're streaming, of course, the bulletin and song lyrics will be there for you. The other thing is there will be an usher that will have hand sanitizer that they will offer you before and after worship as you go in the doors. There are signs on the doors asking you to maintain social distance, and you can choose any one of the doors in the sanctuary, but please choose the one closest to where you think you are going to sit. Now, as we come in the sanctuary, you will see that the pews have ropes. Penny Samuelson put those together for us, and we will alternate them through the weeks. So as you come in, you can find a pew that is open and choose a seat. Now, here's the great thing. If you remember our pews, the cushions on the outside, here in the aisle and the other aisle, are bigger. Those cushions are 6 feet. What a brilliant design 60 years ago. Who knew? 6 feet for those cushions. The middle one's a little shorter, but that can help you socially distance as you come in to the pews. Now, you will notice the sound and video area of the sanctuary does now have some paneling around it. And this is because some people aren't able to wear masks for long periods of time. And this is true for Neil. So we are doing our best to honor his needs and care for one another. So Neil will be the only person who will not have a mask on the whole time, but he will be in this area to try and contain that. So that is what is going on there. And thank you, Doug, for building that for us. So the other things that will change as you come in is while we've been worshiping online, I've been doing most of the service from the table. I will now be moving back up to create more distance. So I will be up at the pulpit most of the time, and Rob as well will probably be over here. We do have a few chairs up here if we need some more space. We will make sure people are socially distanced within the sanctuary. The other thing that you may want to be aware of is you may have heard that singing is especially risky. Who would have expected? So we are going to sing, but if you want to sing really loud with all of your voice and just to belt out the hymns, do so, but it might be best for you to do that in your living room. We are going to sing with masks on. The recommendation is just to sing softly or to sing normally, sort of like you would talk. And just make sure your mouth is completely over your nose and your mouth and covers that. And that way, I've tested this a bit. All you need to do is just take some extra breaths while you're singing. If it's best for you to sit down, that is fine as well. The most important thing in worship is our heart and how we are praising God. And we can do that in this modified way for now. Now, because everyone needs to wear a mask while they are singing, especially as we have more people here in the sanctuary, the music will be led mostly by the piano or the organ. Kent will be here this week, and he'll be playing the piano. We're going to sing songs you know really well, and you'll have those song lyrics for you on the screen. But it's not the time to, it is a time to worship in our hearts and to offer that through our breath, but more carefully than we normally do. So some of those things are the changes. The other is we will still have an offertory space for you to reflect on what you are offering to God. But the offering plates, we're not going to pass. We're not going to pass anything. We're not going to pass the friendship registers. We're not going to pass the offering plates. Those will be in the back for you as you exit, or you can, of course, give online or mail in a check as well if you would like. The other thing is we're really asking you as you come to stay in the sanctuary, and if you need the restrooms, to use the one off the narthex, because we want this part we can clean more and make sure we have the ends of the pews clean and all the doorknobs. But when you get into the whole building, it's a lot more difficult. So please do stay in the sanctuary or just those narthex bathrooms. Don't worry, you don't need anything in the gathering area. You don't need to go to your box. We'll deal with all of that later. Just come into the sanctuary and worship here. Now, I do want to mention that the best thing we need to do is take care of one another in this situation. So if you have a known exposure, please don't come. If you are not feeling well or if you've had a fever, please don't come. Worship online. If you have recently been traveling, it might be a good idea to just wait for one more Sunday. Really want to take care with this because as crazy as it seems, churches with us being in this room together for an hour, it creates a higher level of risk than many things. And we really want to care for one another. We want to worship God, but we want to do that in a way that's safe. So please take care in the midst of that. After worship, please go outside. I'm going to, after the benediction, go straight outside. Go outside. If you'd like to talk to someone, great. Keep a little bit of distance. Maybe keep your mask on. All of those things help and show care, and we can still connect. Our hearts can do amazing things in this. They say so much of your expression is in your eyes and your voice. So let us use these things. I'm not sure I've covered everything, but I wanted to give you just a picture of what is going to be happening, what things look like now, and what you can expect. It's different, but we can still worship God together. And we can worship God right where we are, in our living rooms, in our gardens, in all of those places. The Spirit is the one who gathers our hearts and lifts them up to God. Thanks be to God. If you do have questions, send an email But again, no need to rush. You are loved and you are cared about where you are. Whether you walk through these doors on Sunday or stay at home, worship with us. I hope to talk to you soon.